Thousands of Germans are rallying against the controversial trade deal between the European Union and the US. The demonstration comes on the eve of President Obama's visit to Germany, where he'll negotiate the details of the proposed agreement with Chancellor Merkel. The official aim is to build a free trade zone across the Atlantic, but protesters aren't buying into it.
Wir werden das natürlich auf unsere Weise lösen. Ich werde natürlich ein bisschen Vorgreifung und dann natürlich.
Also, according to a new poll, most Germans don't see the transatlantic trade and investment partnership as a good thing. And opposition to the TTIP is on the rise. Many people also admit they don't know enough about the agreement, which has been brokered by Western leaders and corporations behind closed doors for years. Before he's set to arrive in Germany, President Obama has been busy promoting the TTIP deal in London.
Each country has its own parochial interests and factions, and in order to get a trade deal done, each country has to give something up.
RT's Anastasia Churkina joined German anti-TTIP protesters.
We're here in the streets of Hannover, where thousands of people have come out to say no to the controversial TTIP agreement that US President Barack Obama has been promoting and pushing for in attempts to make it move along before he steps down as President of the United States. Now, all of these people here that we've been speaking to, despite the US President saying that all countries involved will have to give something up, are saying they don't want anything to do with this deal. Because the people we're talking to here are saying not just the secrecy that this entire negotiation process has been surrounded with, but it's also issues like environmental protection, consumer protection, the labor market being affected, European sovereignty. For example, one of the reasons people are speaking out against this agreement is because it might allow for corporations to sue governments.
I think there's nothing to give up. Everybody has to do its work.
Well, something, but not our independency as Democrats.
I don't think that TTIP would do the environment or would be good for anything except the politicians who would make much more money from that.
Well, Obama will be arriving here in Hannover tomorrow on Sunday to promote this controversial deal that he thinks is going to be great for the US and the EU, but it's clear that nobody here in Hannover is ready to roll out the welcome mat quite yet. Anastasia Churkina, RT, Hannover, Germany.
Well, officials say the proposed trade deal will lead to GDP growth both in the EU and the US. Hundreds of thousands of new jobs have also been promised, and slashed tariffs are to result in cheaper goods and services. President Obama claims it's a win-win deal for everyone.
The idea is to make sure that in these trade deals we are embedding standards and values that help lift workers' rights and help lift environmental standards and help fight against things like human trafficking and child labor.
We know that standards under TTIP can only go down. We've had that confirmed by all of the participants. They say there is no chance whatsoever of raising standards, getting better food safety, better public health, better workers' rights. It's only about cutting regulation, cutting standards. The politicians have got a real problem here because they recognise that as more and more millions of people come out against TTIP, they're looking really stupid, and we're seeing that fight fought out in every single one of the European Union countries. When President Obama comes into Europe and starts pretending it's a popular thing to be selling to the peoples of Europe, he simply hasn't read the tea.